Megan Cassella is in Washington with the latest. And Megan, he's continuing to make some headlines on the tariff front. What can you tell us?
Absolutely, Kelly. A lot of talk about trade in this meeting, which has gone for over an hour now, meeting with his cabinet in there. The biggest news we've gotten so far on the trade front is the president appearing to announce a few minutes ago that he will be imposing a new 50% tariff on all imports of copper. Take a listen.
So we're going to be announcing pharmaceuticals, chips, and various couple of other things, big ones. We did steel, as you know, they're 50%. We did aluminum, 50%. Lumber just came out.
Why don't you announce copper?
And we did cars. And now, today we're doing copper.
Copper, what would that tariff be on? The sectional tariff?
I believe the tariff on copper, we're going to make it 50%.
50%.
What he's doing there, Kelly, is he's going through all of those investigations that have been ongoing into sectoral tariffs, saying the 50% copper could be coming as soon as today. And he also said those pharmaceutical tariffs could be as high, he says, as 200% on all pharmaceutical imports. But he did say there would likely be a long lead time for pharmaceuticals, something like a year to a year and a half before a 200% tariff would kick in. So many more details to come on all of that. But it's just a reminder that these sectoral tariffs are still coming, even as there's so much attention on the country-specific ones. Just a couple other quick headlines to give you. He did say that a flurry of trade deals should be coming in the next 24 hours. But he says, to be clear, a letter means a deal. So as he's sending these letters to countries, that's what he's calling a trade deal that we should be seeing more within the next day or so. He described the EU, he says, probably about 2 days out from sending the European Union a letter suggesting maybe negotiations there aren't going so well. But he says with China, things are going well and that they've been very honest on our trade deal. Could mean good things for the flow of rare earth minerals, as we've been discussing. Just finally, Kelly, he spoke again about Jerome Powell, saying he wants to see somebody in the Fed seat who would lower interest rates. And then there was this interesting moment where he appeared to look to Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent and said, I like you better in the Powell context. I like you better potentially as a Fed chair. So we'll see if we get more on that. Kelly?
Meanwhile, copper's up 10% on those remarks. Megan, remind us what he had said about copper prior to this. As Freeport-McMoran's up 8%. These are big moves, so it does seem like people in this space are a little bit surprised to hear about this 50% tariff.
It's really fascinating. So this investigation was launched at the start of his term, and what he's doing with this investigation is saying that all imports are threatening U.S. national security. He wants to boost domestic supply of copper, says we shouldn't be buying so much from abroad. The Commerce Department has been leading that investigation. They get to set the rate. So you saw him in that clip sort of look to Commerce Secretary Lutnick and say, what will the tariff be? The secretary recommends a level. He says 50%, and the president gets to sign off on it. I think that's higher than a lot of people expected. It does match the tariff, though, on steel and aluminum tariffs as well.
Interesting. Okay. Megan, appreciate it. Megan Cassella recapping all the latest just really in the past hour.